man. What's up, man? I'm excited today.
And who are we, man? The Two Bone Brothers. Bro, I'm telling you, man.
My mom said that's her favorite part.
You went to some singing classes, man, on the low. You didn't tell me about.
Every Wednesday.
Every day is growth. You know what I'm saying? It's growth, man.
I tell him.
I tell him how to side of that guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
that's what happens.
I can tell you've been to church,
man. You know, I faded till I made it. You know
sometimes it's like that.
Man, but what's going on, man? You know, I'm excited to be here, man, because we're going to talk about some good stuff today, man.
Actually, we usually do these times when it's like all the way dark, but we got a little early.
Yeah, it's a little light skin outside. You know what I'm saying? They squinting their eyes. You're going to get right there to the top.
It's Ann inside and JT outside.
That's what it is, man. You know, listen, that's when I love Cali, man, when it gets that little turn back the hands of time.
Bro,
and we get
y'all don't have that out there, huh?
We do, actually. Okay. It's everywhere in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Cali is just a little bit nicer.
No, some I thought you meant like daylight saving time.
Yeah.
Because some states stay. No, they don't go back and forth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you know that? No, man, that's the time I didn't pay attention to school.
That public
school education. Miss Ipswich. Right, go to detention. You ain't listening. What? I is listening, I promise. Yeah, we had some. You know what? I told my homeboy before we get into it. I told my homeboy that teachers always had ugly names growing up.
Oh, they did.
They didn't attractive like now. Teachers got Miss Jones, and
yeah.
But now, I had a Miss Enoch, Miss Birdview. What is your name again?
I am Miss Palestine.
What? I'm a Hebrew. Yeah, man. We never had good names. We never had fine teachers or good. Well, I actually had one in 5th grade.
Homie, I'm gonna tell you what. I had two of the finest ones. I forgot. I actually forgot the when I was in 1st grade what her name was. But I went to a private school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Black people went to it, huh?
Yeah, it was called Redeemer.
Let the Redeemer of the Lord.
The Redeemer. It was up at my grandmother taught there. Actually, she's a teacher.
Oh, so you got the hookup.
So yeah,
that's what happened.
Relative teacher. So we got the hookup, man. It was a cool school called Redeemer, man.
And you had a fine teacher in 1st grade.
Yeah, I did. Her name was Mrs.
Ladderbird.
Her name was
Pumpernickel.
I forgot her name, fam.
She probably had a weird name, but she was fine, though.
Oh, she was fine. She was a sister. Well, it was the school. It was kind of like a black school. Whatever.
Oh, okay. So everybody got a scholarship.
Yeah.
Y'all was latchkey kids, a bunch of latchkey kids,
right? And she was bomb, man. And but she used to smoke cigarettes. Now, dude, I remember when we were kids, but I didn't know the difference. She would take a break while we in class, and she outside smoking. I'm glad I can't remember her name, because if she watched this, she should be like, "You snitching,
bro." We probably had the same teacher, because I had the finest teacher in 5th grade,
man,
but she was a smoker. We caught her at recess one time playing dodgeball. Is that you? Dang it! Because that's the deal breaker for me. You start smoking, it's like it's a wrap.
You know what I mean? My crush is over, right?
Yeah, crush is
I liked her. And then I had to find one. She was an assistant principal.
Now you got 2 for 2. I never had the 2s.
2 for 2, not in the same school.
Oh, okay.
At that school, you can get a SWAT, bro.
Yeah, they was whooping black kids.
Yeah, that was 40. That was like what 30-some years ago.
And black moms wasn't coming up there.
What? They were signing the slips. I was like, Mom, you don't have to sign 3 slips. Just sign 1.
Whoop JT at any cost.
And my grandmother worked there, so because I was a talker in school. My grandmother taught. I don't know. She taught Spanish. She could speak.
Oh yeah, she was.
Yeah.
That sounded Italian a little bit.
It did. But they would send me to my grandmother.
Oh, and you would get whooped by your grandma at school?
Oh, all day.
Sheesh.
If I was bad.
Crucial.
Yeah, they would pull you in, and I remember the principal, Miss Dunn. One time she pulled me in, and she was like, "All right, now, I know your grandmother works here, and you've been misbehaving, and I don't want to share, tell her the stuff." But I was like, "Thank you." She said, "Oh no, you still gonna get a swat
from her." Oh, Miss Dunn gave you the swat.
Miss Dunn. Oh,
shout out to Miss Dunn whooping you.
Miss Dunn. Yeah.
She tried to whoop the light skin off you.
No, what was your teacher's name? Actually, the cute one.
I can't tell because she's still alive.
He said still alive.
And I think one time she actually followed me on something.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I was like, dang, I bet she's still fine. And she wasn't. I was like, what happened? Everything
the fine is gone.
You know what happened? If it's like somebody put her in a microwave and then her skin slid off. Like,
Jesus of Nazareth.
Hello, Anthony. How you doing?
Is it safe to say she was white?
No, she was a sister.
Was she?
But she was smoking a lot.
Oh,
and that microwave was down to 30 seconds.
Man, it's bad, man.
Yeah. And she was light skinned too, man. Light skin, had the good hair, and then she just had 2-piece wigs and the smoke. She's still smoking.
She had a little machine. Hey, that Anthony, is that you out there on that Instagram?
That was her, man. I had to look a couple times like, is that you?
Oh man.
Yeah, she went all the way out, man.
Yeah,
so.
we had a couple of cute teachers, but these kids teachers now.
Oh yeah,
man.
Yeah, it's like how you can pay attention.
I don't know how these kids pay attention.
I know
these teachers. It seemed like they're a little bit more flirtatious because they falling off left and right.
Falling off
every week. Oh, 10th grade teacher found with a kid. That's terrible.
Shoot,
bro.
That is terrible. But listen, we off subject.
We are, man.
You know, we was just going back down memory lane real quick, but then we started talking about teachers.
Yeah, man.
But listen, our podcast today, we want to talk about.
Man, we got a movie review.
We got a movie review, and it's the classic right now because everybody.
Classic.
Well, I would say it's the classic in the past, but now people are talking about it as a classic.
Again, right.
Yeah, so it's coming to America too.
Coming to America too. All right, so let's dive in.
Okay, so let me. You know, I'm gonna do this. Okay. Let me start off with the pros.
All right, that's what's up.
So the pros to me, number one, was the costumes are amazing.
Yes,
like I felt like I was in Zamunda all over.
Right,
again.
and that lady just won. She just got her star on Hollywood.
Did she?
Actually. Yeah.
Who is it?
I forgot her name. You know how we do it.
Yeah, but we struggle with names.
Yeah, but I started following her on Instagram because of that. Yeah, man.
Okay,
yeah.
But yeah, she definitely dope. Like they look like there was a different. You know, it reminded me of like when we watched Black Panther.
Yeah, I thought it was the same lady.
Probably is.
Yeah,
man.
I think it's the same lady.
But it reminded me of like how Wakanda looked when we saw Black Panther, and now we saw Zamunda, and I was like, Zamunda looks nice, bro. They had the nice little robes.
I kind of like Wakanda better than Zamunda. That's a good question we can ask people.
Yeah.
What do you like better, Zamunda or Wakanda?
Wakanda was dope until we went outside. Zamunda was dope across the board, but we only saw the palace.
But see, I like Zamunda. I mean, Wakanda because you got superpowers, bro.
Yeah,
like, that vibranium
was good.
Was good to have.
That purple Kool-Aid. Where y'all get 2 of them? I need 2 of them purple Kool-Aids
all day. Wakanda, they just had a couple of tigers and lions and bears. Oh my,
he's stupid. But yeah, Zamunda.
What's the pros? Go ahead.
Yeah, the pros, man. Definitely the costumes was amazing.
All right.
Definitely the lookers. They had a lot of beautiful women on there. A lot of beautiful.
They did.
You know. Sherry, I don't even know her name. She played Lisa McDowell.
Okay, yeah.
Still look really good.
She still look good. You can tell she put a little age on.
Yeah,
but she looks really good.
Bro, she shocked the world for me. When I looked, I was like, wait a minute.
And the crazy thing is, has she been in anything since? I mean, maybe a movie or two.
She was in one I watched, and I was like,
we need you to be back in Zamunda.
She actually played in the movie Belly 2. It was with The Game and her. She was a cop or something like that.
Really? Okay.
Don't remember it.
Well,
I tried not to remember it, but when I saw her on the thing, I was like, "Oh
Shout out to The Game, man! Shout out,
yeah." But costumes, people were still looking good.
Yeah.
I some of the classic characters that we had back in the day. You know what I'm saying? The barbershop, Mike T. Shop.
Yeah.
And the preacher. When Randy Watson was in. The choreograph, they did a lot of the choreographing. Fatima Robinson, I don't know if you ever heard of her.
Oh yeah,
but she's big in the game.
Yeah,
she did a lot of the stuff too. So
shout out Fatima.
Yeah, Fatima, and just a lot of good, pieces here and there. Where I was like, oh, okay, you still doing the thing. James Earl Jones looking good still.
Still looking good. His voice, he's got the best voice in the game, bro.
Yeah. My son works. What about you? What was the pros for you? Because that was all my pros.
Yeah, super. Okay, so I can mirror some of the stuff you said. Obviously, the costumes. I made a shout out about that. I thought the costumes are great.
Yeah,
that was a no brainer, right? Other things that I did like was I'm just going to be honest. I liked the fact that they made an attempt to create a legend movie, and they made an attempt to make a second one. Was actually something that I was proud of. The hype was good, but we'll dive into the movie. Just to say specific pros, seeing Eddie Murphy on the screen again. Arsenio Hall, man, he's a really good dude. I actually got a chance to look him up more before the movie, just to see what. Arsenio Hall's just a really good dude. Man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the only really movies he's been in though. Coming to America and Coming to America 2. I've never really seen him in anything else.
No, to be honest with you, I haven't either. Ever since he put Farrakhan on his Arsenio Hall show, he's been pretty gone. But
yeah.
So that's my only true pro.
Ooh, you had like 3.
Yeah, I honestly, bro, I'm gonna be really candid and be honest about the movie.
Let's do it, man. You know, let's. I like to be super honest about it, man, because we are in that game of comedians and you know, sketch and all the stuff like that. So we've been watching comedy for years,
forever, bro.
And you know, this is the thing about it. Before we get into it, because a lot of people was on social media like, y'all should like it, y'all should appreciate black movies, and this is our heritage, and you know, I'm like, man, but everybody can have their opinion about stuff.
This is all about opinion.
Yeah, just because we was like, it was okay, that doesn't mean we ain't a part of black culture, because we supported it. We watched it. And if you haven't watched it, you should check it out.
I did a little bit more than watch it too.
What you do?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying I got the package.
Oh, you got the package?
I got the Coming to America package.
Nice.
Right. So
I didn't get no cup or nothing. I didn't get no satchel, no banner or nothing.
It's coming.
Okay.
It's coming.
I'm just trying to figure out where mine is.
It's coming.
Okay.
I was gonna wear all my stuff.
You should have,
but I don't have it right now.
I actually could have made. I could have made a quilt. You know, put a little keychain and stuff like that.
My son, what?
So listen.
Tell me. So you know, Aunt, you just tell me what you thought about the movie, bro.
I'm gonna be totally honest with everybody in America, and you could be mad.
You can come back to America,
right?
Too, if you don't like it.
It was whack.
Oh, 1 to 5. Let's give it stars.
1 to 10.
No, let's go 1 to 5.
We going low then, huh? I'm gonna go 2, man.
Oh, okay.
This is why.
Okay.
And people are gonna come for what, you know. Oh man, you know, why did you say that? But I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like the acting. Because I thought that. So Eddie Murphy's African was way better in the first one than the second one. It sounded like he was like, it was like flatlining on some parts.
You really went deep.
Yeah. It was like he was like, my son of the key, and then it was like, yeah, man, I'm Eddie Murphy. It's like, huh? What happened?
I thought I was watching Delirious all of a sudden.
It just switched. There was never no consistency in the African.
Yeah, okay.
And then
I feel you on that.
I was confused too about some of the costumes because they were from Africa. Zamunda is in Africa, right?
Right.
They were wearing like Jamaican outfits.
Yeah, man, I guess that's on that lady.
Yeah, it was like it was a couple of them. Like, what?
She was probably high. That's why she did.
Why are they wearing Usain Bolt's outfits? They got a bunch of Usain Bolt Puma outfits. It's supposed to be African. I don't know. Maybe I was just a little bit
stupid.
And then it was way too many comedians.
Everybody wanted to be funny. And I felt like it was like, to me. Okay, so I'm not comparing Coming to America. No, we have to.
But I felt like the Coming to America before it was naturally funny. It just walked into scenario.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It was funny. Like, okay, case in point, Coming to America 1 or Coming to America the first one, they walked into the club, they met different girls. That was hilarious because it felt like it was just natural. They walk, you know, you walk into a club, you meet different type of girls. Yeah. And it was hilarious. I felt like they were just stretching the comedy.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I agree, actually.
I was like, man, I'm gonna be honest too. I didn't laugh not one time.
Not one time?
I tried to. I went back and watched it a second time just to think if I was over analyzing it, and I was like, whoa, I didn't laugh not one time.
Okay, see, okay, I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna hop in.
Go hop in, man.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, there's a lot of you made a lot of solid points. Even a couple of things that I didn't even really recognize. But this is the thing for me. And with a lot of stuff was forced.
Yeah, very much so.
The writing to me was a little different because. And I'm looking at the prince, like the bastard son, the bastard son that came in, and his transition to becoming, it was weird. It was like, and then all of a sudden he loved the girl that cut his ponytail. Yeah. I was like, early. They didn't give us enough, like them like swooing away or them showing more dialogue. The building process. I think that I don't know if they ran. I mean, if they didn't have the end part. Now, actually, the funny part to me, Les, even with her ghetto self, she was actually the mama. She supplied the jokes for me. Like I kind of liked her. She was with it. Like, and everybody else was just like on for the ride. Like they forced Tracy Morgan on.
Oh
us.
yeah, they forced Tracy.
Yeah, you know, this is my rub. And I'm like, all right, Tracy, but like it's called you know. And I'm like, this is my nephew. All right, Tracy. And then no disrespect to Linnell. I personally know Linnell. They didn't give her much to work with.
I forgot she was in the movie. Like, she was once and then twice.
Yeah, they just enough. But she was in it. She made history. You know what I mean? Shout out to her. Only thing I like the comedians being in it because being a comic, you won't work, right? Yeah. Okay, and
that was my pro. I liked that he gave everybody opportunity.
Yeah, he gave everybody opportunity. My thing was for what's the prince's name? The new one that came. What's his real name though?
I think it's Jeremy something.
I forgot his name, but
I'm gonna look it up because we struggle with names.
Yeah, we do struggle with names, and it sucks. It really tells you our age. I thought his acting style. I didn't know I was watching him or Kevin Hart. Like it was kind of like he was kind of like doing a lot of. I'm not like doing a lot of Kevin Hart type, and I was just like. Yeah, what's his name?
Man, Jermaine Fowler.
Yeah, Jermaine Fowler. Shout out to Jermaine Fowler. Actually, he's a really funny comedian, by the way. But I just felt like and we're just talking about the act. We're just talking about the movie. This isn't personal.
Yeah.
I just felt like he was a little forced. I'm like, I didn't really see the Eddie.
Yeah.
And then I'm like. And they were like, we're going back to America to get my bastard child. And I'm like, don't you want your DNA test? Like, this has been 30 years.
Yeah, let's go through it because you didn't even remember when you had the baby.
You didn't remember that night. All of a sudden, your dad on his deathbed because he know that you can't produce girls.
Man, let me stay with that too.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let me stay with the whole bastard child too. I didn't like the fact that every black movie I feel like that has a sequel is always like a dad that forgets about their kid and then they come back. Like, remember Bad Boys?
Yeah, that's
Bad
true.
Boys is, even though Bad Boys is dope, it was like, I'm your father.
Right. What? I didn't like that one that much.
They always do that. That
was crazy. He was messing with the messy.
Yeah,
it was weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I just feel like black people always do the sequels as it's somebody you've never met.
Well, it'd be the truth though.
Yeah, that's true. People be messing around and like, dang man, you knew you had a kid, right?
Messing around in the 80s, you'd be like, hi,
yeah.
You are my bastard son,
bro. The weirdest things too for me in that movie too was the funeral. Like he had a celebration at the funeral, but he was inside of a casket and then he died. Like, is that a African tradition?
Yeah,
like, bro, we're going to make an African tradition today.
Because I am the king. Yeah. And shout out to Wesley.
Yeah,
he really, Nino Brown really tried to come out of him.
He did, man.
And what's that singer dude that's on Power that they try to hit?
Something.
Yeah, they try to throw him in there.
Rotten. I don't know.
They try to throw him in there for I don't know what reason, right?
And they threw Rick Ross in there.
And Rick Ross, he had a little. I don't mind the cameo of Rick Ross because Rick Ross actually looked like. But the dude had the fake dreads in it, and I'm like, who was? They put Michael Blackson in there, which is appropriate.
Yeah, I'm about to say he actually did okay for me. Like, I didn't laugh, but he did okay for me. Like it fit. It was like Africans.
Right.
It makes sense. Wesley Snipes had a Build-A-Bear braid, like it was wrapped around. And
Build-A-Bear.
I was like, man, what's really going? I mean, and I felt like they just threw people in here, like, hey, you get a role. You get a role. You get a role. Is that Gladys Knight? Put Gladys Knight in there too. You know what I'm saying?
How did Gladys get in there? I want to know that.
How did Salt and Pepper get in there? How did In Vogue get in there?
They were just like anybody from the 80s that was bombs. Come on back. And Salt and Pepper, boy, they look like meat and potatoes.
Meat and potatoes. Jesus. Golly, man.
Yeah, they was looking a little hefty.
But I would say this, that black people did look good in there, man. No knock. They did look good. I just feel like it just was a story. Like, so if you haven't seen it already, we're going to have to tell you about what happened.
Sorry, but we will. Yeah, you should have seen it by now. It's the biggest watched movie. It was because of the hype, though. Yeah, what'd you say? It was because of the hype.
Yeah, most definitely.
Amazon hyped that up. Even Amazon, if you got an Amazon package, you got like flyers to coming to America.
You did, and you got to watch it for free. So here's the story behind it. So pretty much, Eddie Murphy, his dad is about to pass away. They want to give an heir to the throne, but it needs to be a son. and they find out that he had a bastard son from 30 years ago. I mean, they threw that around loosely. It's bastard, you a bastard, he's a bastard, bastards.
Everybody's a bastard.
So he goes to New York and he rekindles with his son. He brings his son back to Zamunda to take him through this crash course of being a prince.
And with the weakest crash course by far.
Oh yeah,
I don't even know. You pull a whisker at the lion. Like, what are you talking about? He'll learn. Like,
I just, like I said, like, and Jade said it too. I feel like they forced comedy down our throats. It was like, sit us in the high chair, put the bib on, and we're gonna throw this in you. And
you better eat it.
And you better like it because it's coming to America.
It's coming to America.
And people said, "Oh, we can't compare it to the first one." Yes, we can.
Yes, you can. That's all we have to compare it to.
Right. It's 30 years, and
that's the thing. You hit it. And not to cut you off, 30 years, and this is what we get. Like, literally, and even Arsenio Hall said in an interview, people, remember back in the days when they were like, "Oh, we're coming with one," and they were floating around. Arsenio Hall said, "No, they never was."
Really?
This one was lately. It was done late.
Wow.
And it looked like it. Like, it was like because if you took so much time, there's so many variables. Like, let me use this movie, another 80s movie, one of my favorites, Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Now, Back to the Future was a classic. That first one was classic. But they said, look, we're going to make another one. But we're going to have its own way, but we want it to be another classic. Because when they went to the future,
it was
the
dope.
Real future, it was like flying. We were like, oh my God, Biff. And
we thought it was going to look like that in 2020.
Yeah, and we looking now, and we still on the ground right now. We ain't got nothing to float. Now we got the little hoverboard.
That's about it.
That's about it. But it was a classic. And people probably looking at us, well, y'all did better. I don't know.
No.
I don't know, but there's need to be more things going on here because there's a lot of dead time for me.
I agree.
Like, where's the space fillers?
I feel like, and even when the space was over and they were throwing old stuff, they was throwing the old barbershop back in there.
And they didn't even give the barbershop that much shine.
Nah, man, it was like one side.
Hey, Kunta Kinte. It was.
I will say, I don't know, man, even Eddie, to me, I feel like there's a time and a place. I feel like some people just grow out of of whatever that space is, and I feel like Coming to America was that grow out. I mean, I feel like Eddie could probably still do other stuff, other comics or whatever,
characters.
Well, not characters, but just more movies, different movies and stuff like that.
He said he stopped doing movies because his reviews of him doing garbage movies were so you can add this one to it, Eddie. Shout out to Eddie. I'm just kidding. But here's the thing too. Me and you we seen the first one, right?
Most definitely classic. One of my favorite movies.
The barbershop guys were 75 years old
when it was the first one. So they got to be 105.
105, and none of them's dead. I'm like, come on, bro. All of them were in their hundreds, and none of them was dead. Whatever they drinking in Queens.
Hey, I need some of that.
I need a gallon.
I need all of it. But like I said, I would encourage you still. This is the thing. I hate when people be like, "Oh, I'm not watching it because y'all said what y'all said."
Watch it. I
still want you to watch the movie. Just understand where it's going. Even the storyline, I just felt like it was jam packed with certain things. And at the end of the whole movie, I was just kind of glad it was over.
I'm actually glad I can say I watched it. Now, Ant gave it a 2.5. I'm actually going to go higher.
I gave it a 2, man. I didn't give it a 2.5.
Okay, I'm giving it a 3.5.
Why a 3.5?
I'm giving it a 3.5 for two reasons. Number one, the attempt. Sometimes you give people props for the attempt. And number two, they might be coming out with a 3. So
if they do that,
I don't want to be caught with the 2 when they start casting.
Start putting more comedians.
People need to know that they can have me.
Start putting comedians on top of comedians.
On top of comedians.
If you get a joke, everybody get a joke.
Everybody get a joke. Name something funny out of the movie. That's another thing. Like the first one.
Oh yeah, classic.
We knew all the jokes. We be boo, 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 boo. Yeah, Randy wasn't sexual chocolate.
Oh yeah, man. The barbershop scene.
And they didn't have no Soul Glow people. That pissed me off.
Yeah, bro. I was thinking that because I was like, we're gonna see Eric LaSalle. We gotta see Eric LaSalle, man.
Is he alive?
Yes, he is.
And I bet you he looked bad, man.
Man,
they should have just put him in there and put a Jerry curl on him, and he could have made the comeback.
Yeah.
You see how they put Mortimer and them up on the picture?
That's what I said. So they put Mortimer in there, and Randolph and Mortimer. They don't put Eric LaSalle.
How do you not put Soul Glow in it? I'm pissed. You know what? I made it, and they sent me a thing with Soul Glow.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was your light skinned hero right there, bro. You should put one of them in there.
I'm so pissed. And poor James Earl Jones, Big Dial, and they're really forcing it with the McDowells on Zamunda, and then they were trying to explain like this is the McBlurby. I said, oh god,
the McBlurber. That's what it was. So listen, no knock to the try. You definitely made me understand that. They definitely tried. I love the black nostalgia, of bringing it back. Because, we were excited.
Bro, me and Ant